Kalmir,
Great.
you stand upon misty shores. No longhouse in sight.
This is not where it was supposed to be. I'm on shores. There's, I guess, water and...
I mean,
Ish.
you would assume it's water, but it seems to just be very, very heavy fog.
Oh, okay. And as I look, do a little circle, look around.
You know, we've discussed a lot about towers, and I'm tired of talking about towers, but there's a tower.
There's a tower. Well,
and with that, a unearthly voice, because once again, physical things don't exist in these supernal realms. A new... Interesting. So you're the one that sent their soul across the void.
I did what now?
No matter whether it was intentional or not. Your soul is safe, do not worry. I have your soul.
May I have it back? It's rather important.
That much it is. However, no, you may not have it back.
I see.
It has already been utilized.
In?
That is not for you to know. Not at this time, at least. However, this is the first soul I have ever received. You do not know where you stand, nor do I know anything of the world outside. You are a first. So, with that in mind, I can teach you what I did to your soul. And you can do it to other souls.
Will this...
This is a first.
Okay.
I have no more information to give you other than I can teach you. You will be a first, an anomaly.
I mean, it's... What does... Because you wouldn't know this is your first. That you don't know what it's actually... What the...
Looking through you, and through your soul and the memories that your soul imparted to me, what I will be teaching you is similar to what you call the act of eating.
So I will be eating souls, like... Okay, so you ate my soul. That's what I'm getting.
That is the closest analogy. It is the only thing that fits.
Okay. And what else will this eating do for me?
It will prevent future issues that you are going to run across without a soul. It will allow you to not replace, but be okay with the loss.
Okay. That's workable. I can work with that. But what about, like, now?
Now, I would recommend that you find a soul as soon as possible. Once I teach you this, I would recommend finding something similar to your soul. It cannot be something of a lesser quality. Once I mean, you can of course refuse. You hold no sort of obligation to agree to this. However, your life will be short. You will become catatonic. So while you're under no obligation, you do have very few choices.
Yeah, the choice number 2 doesn't work for me. I have a rather immediate, pressing need to exist to my full capacity. You know, village kind of died, and I need to kind of, you know, make sure that doesn't happen anywhere else. So I will take the first option if it will help me with that quest.
We will learn more together then. So, I will send you back on your way. And with that, the fog begins to swirl around you and seep into you through every open orifice on your body. And with that, in a cloud of fog, Kalmir reappears in the longhouse next to the rest of you.
Okay, can everyone stop coming out of stuff? What's with this birth and rebirth? I thought, what's going on with that? I thought you bury your people.
That was an experience. Igor, I thought you said it was like just through the longhouse. I went way somewhere else. It was, I can't even describe it.
Okay, analyze life. I don't trust it. Is he good?
He's alive.
I feel alive.
Okay. That's just gonna be automatic. Every time people keep phasing out of stuff, I'm just gonna check you. Just expect that.
Now, do I feel any different?
You are aware of a way to... The only thing that feels different is all of a sudden you have become intimately aware of ways to rip out somebody else's soul and consume it.
Okay.
And that want and desire to do so is growing intensely.
Yes. I'm feeling a bit hungry. So, Igor, how do I look?
I don't know, does he have his soul back?
No, he still has no soul.
You're missing your soul, my friend. You
Still
seem to
missing
have
my
not
soul.
picked
Okay.
up wherever you
I
went.
need
Maybe
another
you should
one.
try going back through the longhouse.
No, I need another one. I need another one soon. Like, really.
Yeah, let me just go to the soul tree and pick you one. It can be done, but who do you want to kill to do it?
Kill?
We already killed Tordor, I mean.
I don't think I need to kill people.
What?
No?
We're gonna kill somebody?
Wait, where's that voice coming from?
You copped out. Oh, Billy.
Sorry, my belly hurts.
It's cool. You do you, boo. Take a rest.
I'm still here. I'm present. I'm at it.
Moving on.
It's a random arm.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, put the hand
That
down.
works.
Yeah.
Oh, that works.
I mean,
Are you going to describe anything that you saw?
Oh yeah, where'd you go?
I went to a strange place, met a thing, offered me a deal. I took it
You're
because
horrible at describing things.
the alternative was, you know, not living for very long. I don't know where I went. It was just a misty place with a tower, and that's pretty much everything as far as I could see, was just mist and then the tower.
So you met a thing. The thing spoke to you. You met in a tower?
Well, I saw the tower. I didn't ascend it. It was.
I'm getting real tired of these towers. My God.
I mean, do you remember your awakening?
I think we all
Yeah.
probably do.
Yeah.
Do we remember weekend?
Vaguely, everybody. It's
It's like a dream.
a very surreal dream, but
Yeah. It was kind of like that, but slightly different. I can't describe how or why it was different.
Ecstasy.
Igor, this sounds somewhat familiar to you.
Uncomfortably familiar.
Hauntingly familiar.
Which is why I'm getting tired of these towers showing up. This is our third tower that just showed up in the past week.
Well, you go somewhere and you're desperate to come back. Something offers you a deal, and now you're back. So, fulfill your end of the deal, I assume, is your course now.
It's kind of like that. But
Or die.
yeah. It's less. It's like the deal was started without my knowledge. But I need to finish it in order to continue to exist.
You better get to work then, huh?
Yes, I need a new soul, and it needs to be a rather potent soul. Can't just be any old run-of-the-mill sleeping soul. Has to be awake.
So I'm gonna actually pose a question to Gilgamesh and Zira here. You guys have lived in this relative area for long enough, your entire lives. Do you have any body on your crap list?
Inevitably.
Any of them happen to be awakened, Gilgamesh?
Ooh.
Let's say, was there anyone in our village
haven't
other
rolled.
than us?
Go ahead and roll.
I haven't done a roll. So anything in particular, or should I just do it? I'll do an intelligence socialize.
Yeah, sure.
Or cold. Oh,
Yeah, intelligence plus occult.
cool. That's fine.
There are 3.
You've made a lot of enemies, apparently. If there's 3 names popping into your head.
People didn't like us doing some stuff outside of town.
Gilgamesh takes out his little black book.
Hey, what's that really thin stone tablet you have there?
This one didn't say
Yes.
thank you. This one didn't say hi.
Most of these, actually are on that list due to the fact that they tried to take your, Haro? That's the correct term?
For
They tried to take your Haro. Is that the?
Oh,
hello.
Hello, thank you.
Hollow.
hello. Yeah.
They had attempted to take your Hollow. Which,
Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice to get rid of.
No, we
No, we need that.
No, I was saying them.
Oh, them,
They would be
okay.
nice to
Yeah.
get rid of because we're not there. So that does pose a concern.
Alright, well, where do they live? We'll get the murder train started. It'll
This
be a
works in our
relatively
favor.
easy process.
Sure, if you two will stop going through things and coming back with new things.
Well, I plan to go into Twilight and come back with a soul. So, I mean, where do they live?
You're going back to our territory, which
Yeah,
I
where
would
do they live?
like.
Give me a direction.
Like
Put us
where-
back in the same place as last time. Because,
to your hollow?
yes, that
That's-
would be a good place to start.
You live at your
That's-
hollow?
That, well, they had a camp there. You were there.
Well, yeah, but I thought we were going to deal with people.
Yes, and we're not there to defend something they tried to take last time. So there would be a good place to start looking.
You don't know where they live?
No, they come, they attack, we kick their butt back.
What is with these foreigners and not knowing where their foes live?
I don't.
We travel.
This jungle is too barbaric for me.
We
Says the
travel.
one that town just totally died. Good protection.
You don't even have a town.
Neither do
What are you
you.
protecting? That pile of dirt over there? That worm?
And so you lost
Step on the
someone's soul.
So anyways, you guys,
Yeah.
my
Everyone's
hunger
lost.
gnaws at me.
I'm just gonna preemptively cast soul armor on myself.
Oh,
So I
you're
have
throwing
two
shade
clash
already.
Okay.
Just to be safe, you know.
I mean, you can't judge. I already put up like an ethereal shield on me, so nah.
That won't help for your soul.
I got
So-
forces.
Doesn't mean anything. So, making your way back to the camp?
I guess
Probably.
they-
That
they won't
was
give me a
there.
direction, so
Yeah.
we're going back there. I'm going into Twilight because I don't trust anyone here.
So how are we
It's-
all getting back?
You're
You
walking.
You live here.
Look at the sun. Get an idea.
Oh
of
wait, so,
direction.
okay. Sorry, I'm confused. I thought we were still stuck
Oh,
in like
okay.
their Europe town. So
No,
we already
no,
bounced
no.
back.
No,
We went to the
we-
longhouse.
went through the longhouse. We're back in. We're back home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the lighthouse. Okay, that's okay.
There's a
Longhouse,
I-
not lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
on,
one.
yeah.
Let's call it a hut. It's a hut.
It's the hut. Okay.
I mean, if you're lost, I can trace the ley lines and find your camp pretty easy.
no. It's just look at the sun. Listen to the sounds. Start walking.
Okay.
All right.
What's that?
So, actually, it's later in Europe than it is in Brazil.
Morning.
It was roughly 3 hours after morning.
So
It's probably still night, like late night.
Use the stars then, not the.
Going into early morning more so than anything, I would say. So, yeah, using the stars, you're able to trace your way back to your camp, which looks relatively the same as you left. However, you guys are in a hollow. Has anybody... That allows you guys to take mana out of it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It should, yes.
Does anybody need any mana?
I do.
Haven't spent any mana yet.
No?
I
am
would like
gonna-
some of that mana.
Ask the appropriate
Do we
people.
have? Do we have tasks? Or
Yeah, there's tasks that's
Yeah.
growing.
Mind if I have some of that? Their tasks.
what's it? What's it growing in? What plants are?
Honestly, it looks like it's just the type of wild grass that you guys have.
Is there any kind of any kind of imbued effect of it that
No, it's
reveals
just
it as tasks?
other than Mage Sight, just obviously reading it as such.
Right. Yeah. So rip it out, and it tastes foul, but it works. Just hand him a handful of leaves and grass and roots.
How much is it? How much do I get? Wait, how much are you giving me, I should say?
There's probably
Grass around. Help
There's-
yourself. It's a buffet.
yeah.
Oh, I can eat my fill then,
Of
if I so chose.
yeah, it as he mentioned, it is quite
It is grass.
yeah.
I mean, I have a spell, but it will likely be an act of hubris if I can just eat the tass. So I'll eat the tass.
It's grass. It's got
Grass.
dirt. You know, he wasn't very careful when he plucked it, so there's like dirt hanging off the bottom, so
Clean some of that off.
it's still gonna get dirt in your mouth. There's nothing you can do.
All right. Well, let me see how much am I getting back then. What rating is the hollow?
2.
2, I think.
2. So it produces 2 per day, and then it stores how much? I mean, I can look this up while we continue the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, outside of all of this, though, there doesn't seem to be anything going on in your camp. It doesn't seem to have been raided, which you are thankful for.
Yes, thank you.
However, that does probably mean that those people are still within the village, which you both know tend to have this thing about sacrificing people, as you both have mentioned numerous times.
Yeah. Oh, we need to get them before they take them. Okay.
Or
Unless we're
it,
good at hiding amongst the crowd.
All right, I can get 6.
okay, 6.
Go into Twilight. It's a very easy solution. We go in Twilight, I rip a soul out, we
You're
give
in-
it to him, and we leave.
You're in Twilight, unless you've dropped.
I will drop and recast it as many times as I want. Like, come on, it's not
Sure.
hard, lads.
Should make that a practice or something. That way you get exceptional on 3.
Did I? No.
Or a rote. You could make a rote by now, right? You have death 5.
I don't know how to make roads. I don't know the mechanics are.
All right, it costs experience. You don't got to do it.
That.
1, I think. I think
I
it's
could
1
do that,
experience.
technically. I don't know what a rope would do for me though.
More
It
dice.
just increases your age, regardless
Okay, well, it's
of.
a level 3 spell, so it doesn't really matter.
And he loves paradoxes.
Yeah, I want Paradox now. I'm
Now
just
you
waiting for
want
someone
it.
else to cast a spell so I can try to convince them to let me try something.
Since you're back, since it's so easy, go ahead. Go back to the other side.
direction.
Take something. I point towards the town.
Alright. Well, we're not recording right now, so.
Are we?
Oh, no, we are.
Oh,
Oh.
never mind. Okay. Alright, yeah. I ask for a direction. I presume I am given one.
Yep.
I'm going to preemptively cast Soul Jar. Get one of those ready.
Go ahead, give me that cast.
I can just do that.
Here.
It's
And
2, so. Do I need a reach? I have plenty of reaches.
that's 3 paradox, correct? Yes.
Oh, of course. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'll befoul it. Why not? What could go wrong?
So go ahead and roll your gnosis.
So here's my die is with high speech. I don't feel like figuring it out. Wait,
I needed just your gnosis. For the befouling.
Gandhi, you're frozen.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, you're back.
sorry. And then here's my gnosis.
Okay, so you rolled 2 successes. I am going to roll my 3 paradox. Oh, one of them went through.
I don't control one. Alright, so one of them is out of my control, but I'm gonna
Go ahead and
Can I,
cast your
like-
spell.
I did.
Okay.
I rolled the 12. Oh, 1. Can I do something that would increase my joining with this? If I like make a.
Because this actually means your spell fails.
Does it?
Because it paradox reduces the number of successes.
That's what they do?
Uh-oh.
Yep. So
I'm
you're
confused. I thought it was like you succeed, but with the price, and whatever
Unless
paradox
they-
you get is like.
however many successes of paradox that go through reduce the number of dice that you succeeded with the spell. Since he only had one success, one paradox dice would reduce that to 0 successes, which causes the spell to fizzle, as well as whatever else it does, because he can't contain paradoxes.
Yeah, I have to. Alright, so, yeah, low joining, one of the ways to increase it, unleashing a paradox anomaly of 1 to 2 reaches. We are unleashing a paradox anomaly.
All
Great.
Enjoy your abyssal nimbus, by the way. That's the condition you're gonna get.
Oh, you got one too now.
I already, by default, have an abyssal nimbus.
That's 3 of us now.
Oh, wait, there's
Can I-
me, there's Gandhi, who else?
Me?
Could I have one? I feel left out. I
No,
have one. I feel left
give
out.
you one. Ask something, I'll give you one.
no, don't act. You stay pure.
What does abyssal nimbus do again?
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Is apparent to anybody that scrutinizes your nimbus. Let's see. Bizarre, impossible atomic properties to appear. Yeah, mostly has stuff to do with, obviously, when you leave your nimbus. Essentially, if another mage were to look at your nimbus with matter, they would see elemental compositions that don't make any sense.
This shouldn't exist.
Gold combined with carbon and weird stuff like that.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, because the spell fizzled out, I don't have a whole lot of options for causing abyssal anomalies here. So, we're causing an abyssal environment.
Okay.
Yep.
Next to our hollow.
I wanted to I wanted to buff my spell, but my spell didn't work.
How does this affect our hollow?
Doesn't affect your hollow. He's far enough away for that. But
Okay, thank God.
But the insanity of how this is gonna go is gonna be pretty bad.
I honestly don't know where abyssal environment is in the book, but I'm doing it anyways, 'cause I don't know what's...
But go on.
I mean, that's what I'm unleashing with the 2 successes I controlled, is causing a... Because it counts as 2 reaches, so...
Is that a lot? Is it like a minor thing, or is it like
It's
a
the lowest.
noticeable?
You need at minimum 2 to do an abyssal environment, so
Okay.
it's probably the minimum.
But yeah, we're just gonna move on. I realize you've
Yeah.
unleashed that.
Sorry, lads. Not my jungle, not my problem. Alright,
I
well...
swear, if Father Wolf pops up, like, what the? Like,
Oh, he
Oh.
won't pop up here.
I don't care about the abyss. Okay, my spell failed, so I tried again, I suppose.
It's one of those things, realistically, would you try again so soon after?
you're talking to Gandhi, he's stubborn.
Yes. But we won't do that. I'll keep going to the village in my twilight. I'll try it again on the outside.
As you approach this village, as stated, wooden houses. Not something you're used to seeing. Stone's more common. However, there does seem to be a stone pedestal in the middle of town. And even from the distance you're at, you know stone shouldn't be that color. Unless there's been a lot, and I mean a lot of blood spilled on it.
Any ghosts hanging around?
Probably, yeah.
Melina, TV.
Sorry.
TV off if you want to turn that. Anyways. No. Any ghosts that were to be around, as you assume that these are some sort of sacrifices, the ghosts are being used as well.
Ah.
Okay. I don't have Prime, so I probably can't identify mages as quite easily. I guess I could probably see awakened souls, though, huh?
You can see souls. Well, you can see ghosts, not souls.
There's the spell Death something you can sense awakened souls. It's pretty basic. Death 1, I think. Soul marks.
We don't all have that, like, just automatic. Like, can we like see each other like as mages?
Awakened.
You essentially your peripheral mage sight goes off, so you know that there's something supernatural. But unless you have Prime, you can't really necessarily know that it's, oh, hey, that's an awakened. Unless you have a spell like Gandhi does, Death 1.
Okay. Man, I should have kept that. I kind of regret not having keeping Prime.
Plan, I'm gonna wander around and look for the important people and check them with soul marks.
All right. I mean, it's hard for you to tell what's normal. You're not, or important, because
I'm looking for the fanciest clothing.
Biggest feathers, brightest clothing. I mean, taking a look from Gilgamesh and me.
Realistically, the amount of clothing in this region is going to be minimal. It's hot.
Okay,
Tattoos.
I'm looking for the people not doing any work in the temple, the big stone temples.
I don't know. I don't know if you've ever seen the in Vegas. There's outside Bally's, the casino. There's the showgirls. And these enormous headdresses. It's pretty much that.
Yeah,
headdress,
big bright feathers.
The tagline is the headdress weighs something like 15 pounds. The rest of the costume fits in a teacup.
Pretty much, yeah.
But realistically, Igor wouldn't know that, so he is just looking for anything that looks some sort of fancy. I mean, you find a couple of individuals, and your peripheral mage sight does kind of tingle as you go past one of them.
Okay.
However, I did specifically say there was no ghosts for a reason.
Yeah, there's probably a guy that deals with the ghost who's now looking at me.
Yes. You and this guy are making direct eye contact, and you know for a fact you're making direct eye contact.
Okay. Well, he's
Now,
not in Twilight.
Quick question for Gilgamesh here. Does that spell just work on the language period, or does it only work on the persons?
It works. It's universal language. Whatever language you're speaking, you understand.
Okay, so you can understand him saying, I see you. Don't think that because you're in the Twilight, you're safe. I can easily rip you out unless you explain yourself now.
This is why we don't like him. That's why. Yep.
Oh, what does Igor? Igor isn't gonna cooperate. He's gonna die.
Don't die, Gore.
Oh God.
Nice.
Is that the world's first pun?
I think, yep, there you go. First pun. He got dibs.
He created the pun.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast a spell immediately.
Fireball.
All right.
He could probably counterspell me because he has death, but...
Yep. I'm gonna go for the counter spell here.
God, I wish I knew how counterspell works.
It's
Clash of Wills. Gnosis plus Arcanum.
Yeah.
It's contested, I presume?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gnosis plus Arcanum.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I roll that, or do I roll my spell normally?
You roll your spell, heroes.
Okay. Give me like a second.
Yeah, well, actually, it says here that... Let me confirm what it said here. System, counterspell is a Clash of Wills, pitting Gnosis Arcanum versus Gnosis Arcanum. A mage can attempt to counter any spell that uses the same Arcanum, even if it uses other Arcana as well. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so I'm just going to roll my Gnosis plus Arcanum.
Yep.
That's not a sheet roll. That is a simple roll. Gonna roll a 6. Okay. 2 successes. He attempts to counter whatever you're doing.
Alright. Do I have any yantras that can help me here? Path tool, yeah.
Peter's like, okay, well, this guy's out of his realm with that type of roll at 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Like I said, it's possible for a novice to counterspell a master, but
Not easy.
it's not easy. Dice are not in your favor. His favor.
Yes. Alright, I can use high speed. Yeah, the spell will require paradox roll. I don't care. I'm making it more paradox roll.
Oh yeah, I've got a.
Yeah, so you get 4 dice this time, because normally I'm already 1 reach over.
Okay, so
Yeah, he's casting,
One.
but he got paradox. This sucks.
Alright, so...
this is actually good for him.
Yeah,
You
I
need to
like
roll your
paradox.
Gnosis first.
I was gonna roll the spell first, but alright.
Gnosis comes first, though.
I control it.
Nice.
Alright, so
Nice.
I am casting Inerviation. It is a level 4 death spell. I'm using +1 reach. For the duration of the spell, he is suffering from the immobilized tilt.
Ooh. You don't want to throw him?
Well, I want to make him so he can't fight back first. I'm pretty sure immobilized will help here. I didn't actually look it up. I should have, but I didn't.
I would prefer thrall, but you do. you.
Immobilized would mean his lips can't move, so he's gonna have a hard time casting spells. You know, it's all fine. It's all fine and dandy.
Oh,
Alright, well-
wait, I gotta.
Roll, please.
No, I'm gonna make it even worse. I'm gonna bump it up to another paradox, another reach, make it last a scene.
You're gonna
Advanced
take out the
duration.
whole town.
So I guess you get another 3 paradox dice there. It'll still be on the same Gnosis, but sorry.
Doesn't change anything.
Alright, so 13 dice.
2 successes.
What? Out of 13, 2? I don't understand dice at all.
He's immobilized.
Immobilize for the scene. Step 2. I need soul jar.
You're gonna try to create a soul jar. So, once again, that's 3 paradox. 1. Roll your Gnosis.
Try to figure out what I need to roll for that. Alright, this is just my Gnosis. I don't feel like clicking the button.
That's fine.
Oops. I don't control it.
Oh.
But it's not all bad. Because generally, I believe it says that... Oh, where does it say?
Well, you just need to make sure you roll more than 1 success this time.
Yeah. Yeah, they are less likely to modify my spell and more likely to inflict collateral damage.
Yeah.
Alright, how many reaches do I... You know, whatever. 12.
All the reaches. He just starts reaching for everything.
Yeah, well, a soldier has a lot of extra stuff. So... I need 2 reach to make it lasting, and the soul remains bound even, or attached even when the duration ends. Okay. So I would have... I don't know, because I'm in Twilight. Oh my... I'm sorry, lads.
Okay, we're gonna move on while he figures that out.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Sorry,
That
let
is
me
a
get my
lot.
spells ready.
Yeah. All right. So, what is everybody else doing back at camp while Igor has taken off?
Changing clothes and jumping into the nearest waterfall. I want to get their world dirt and stuff off of me. So going to a waterfall, new feathers, new leopard, everything.
Gilgamesh, is there?
I'm gonna go hunting because I don't think we've eaten for 2 days.
Well, I took food from their village, so I was munching on that.
We had provisions. You still hunt though if you want.
Your food's weird.
Your food's weird. So,
Eat your frog.
so go ahead and give me a survival plus wits.
Survival, what's it called? So I was just checking specialties, I don't think. Two.
2 successes. You're able to actually track down and get an arrow directly into the neck of a cassowary.
Ooh, big bird.
And more than happy to kill because they are vicious.
Yeah. However,
Save the feathers.
it does make you worry that there's more in the area. And that's not comforting of a thought.
I will wait a few moments. Wait for the to go up, cut the throat, and just wait for a few minutes and just wait, listening.
Only a
Before I
perception.
make any attempt. Yeah. Two again.
Sure enough, within a few moments, you start hearing more bird noises, but they are a distance off. So there's definitely a group of them moving through the area, but this one seems to have gotten separated somehow.
In that case, sling it over a shoulder and just make my way back. Going. If there's any, going essentially probably the most difficult route, crossing rivers if necessary, going upstream.
Just to try and avoid them?
Well, everything else as well. I don't want to be tracked by anything that's following the scent.
Alright, do you want to make a roll for that? Because that would be to, like, really hide it. That'd be another survival plus wits.
I can do. Yeah, why not? 1.
Alright. Give me one moment. I've got to roll 4 here. That's in reply to Gandhi. So you're able to cover your tracks. You make your way back up to your camp. Catalina and Kalmir, you see Gilgamesh come up this hill with this massive bird thing over his shoulders.
Ooh.
I've never seen a fowl so big.
I think they make this kind of noise like a.
Are you?
Yeah.
You've never seen one.
Throwing it down, I'm going to show them the talons, and don't get close.
Those are mean. How big is that compared to a bear?
They're about 130 pounds, about 6'6".
Yeah, obviously much thinner as well.
They're not as big as bears, but out of game. I think they're like angrier, no?
Yeah, they're highly aggressive.
Very, very
Yes.
angry creatures.
I lived in Australia. I lived in Australia for a year. Then there was on the East Coast. They occasionally have warning signs about them.
They have
So-
warning signs.
Don't feed. Don't feed the birds.
However, I'm
Okay.
gonna start plucking and preparing.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll hang.
That is going to take a couple of hours. So with that, now that Gandhi has finished all the casting stuff, what all does that spell do now?
So, the first one, I made a soul jar, spent a mana and read, to make the effects lasting even after the duration would normally end.
Okay.
And then the second one was ripping the awakened soul out.
Which you succeeded on. And you
Yes.
stored the paradox.
Yes, I have stored the paradox, because why not? So I, after I take the soul out, I am attaching it to the soul jar. And we're just gonna tie up loose ends and we're gonna kill him.
While you're in Twilight, so to everyone else, this is gonna look like he just dropped it out of nowhere.
Well,
Yes.
this guy's luckily inside of his hut, so it's they're gonna have to go into his hut to find him.
Oh, okay, then that's fine.
And then I'm assuming you're getting the hell out of Dodge because you don't know if there's other awakened here.
Yes, I shall be making an expedited retreat.
Roughly around the time the cassowaries finish being plucked, and however you decide to cook it, roast, boiled, whatever. I don't know exactly.
Over a fire. Just over a fire.
On a spit.
Keep the fed. Yeah. And keep the feathers for Zira.
Thank you.
By this time, both Igor and Zira would have returned to the wonderful smell of
Chicken.
roasted bird.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah, I have no idea what this would taste like, so
Chicken.
Barbecue.
I'm assuming like ostrich.
Chicken.
Jack's like, now I'm absolutely curious.
Jack's looking.
I'll look it up.
Alright,
Dear
well,
Google.
I shall drop out of Twilight. Shall hand my, unfortunately now probably empty like water skin, to Kalmir, and well, you know, another day, dealt
say dollar?
with, dealt with, someone.
I
from
take it
another
out before he's
dimension.
even finished his sentence. Or I grab it before he finishes his sentence and start consuming it.
All right. Well, this has now become the most important roll of the day.
Do you keep it?
Does he survive?
Oh,
Keep it down like a shot. Keep it down like a shot. Just a tequila shot. You got this.
This is
Placing bets.
This is why you never want to do this in game, because if you fail this roll, you actually just die.
yes. This is the most important role for my character, maybe even for your guys's.
Gilgamesh, what does the cassowary taste like?
Well, not that I've just googled it, but apparently it's red meat, so more gamey than
Fake.
Like,
like emu. Like emu.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, like
so,
emu. Of course.
of course. 'Cause I ate
I say
that.
this.
know what that tastes like.
I say this is a connoisseur of emu.
Limu, emu.
So
Are we
I
ready?
have to ask, would me using a spell to attach it help at all here? Or
No,
No.
All right.
This is me.
I salute thee.
Here we go.
Guys.
Everybody clench. This is a clench moment because if he fails, he becomes a.
Can you willpower this roll?
Huh?
Can
Are
you?
you
don't
doing
think
this
so.
while he's eating?
Hold on. I don't think you can willpower. It just says roll gnosis.
I'm gonna say you can willpower it.
Then I'm absolutely gonna willpower it.
I want this to succeed as much as everybody else because I do not want him to become a Praetorian right here in the middle of camp.
Submit.
Yeah.
Oh,
This ain't gonna be a
yes.
fun fight.
Oh,
All
Let me
right.
count. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I would have gotten it even without the willpower, but it would have been one success. Oh. Visible relief.
Igor, you watch this guy. You watch Kalmir devour a soul right in front of you.
Man, I'm glad I have soul armor on.
Which now means you no longer have Gnosis.
Yes, now it's hollow. Ha ha ha.
Not sure how that would look like to everybody else, but
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you could normally see my Nimbus, you can't anymore.
Yeah, so what are you again?
Tremere.
Tremere. Now I need to go to that page and actually read up on that since we got something new now in a group.
Yeah, two new things.
Two new
So-
things.
Yes.
with that, there's nothing exceedingly pressing for any character at this time. So, is there anything anybody wants to do?
I want to try something spirit-wise.
What did you want to do?
Well, out of game, I don't know if this would be a good thing for me to do, but I kind of wanted to help the spirits in the area by maybe opening the way so there could be like more essence in the area. Would that be something favorable for me to do for them to get favor of like Father
It-
Wolf?
it- Works a lot differently than it would normally because your spells assume that there's a gauntlet blocking the flow of essence. There is no gauntlet.
Okay, there's no gauntlet here, so I guess my first task is
Anywhere.
to find a gauntlet. Okay,
Anywhere.
great.
The
Can
gauntlet?
I make one?
No,
No. The
there
gauntlet.
is.
The
Does
gauntlet
not
did.
exist yet.
Yes, the gauntlet does not exist until Father Wolf dies.
Put that in my side notes.
What the
Then-
border marches are for.
Okay, yeah, I just really want to do anything useful to help out the spirits, really.
The spirits tend to do their own helping and their own lording over mankind whenever they get the chance. So, Catalina, you've been quiet. Is there anything you wish to do?
Are we in a village? I'm so sorry.
No, you're at the campsite. The original campsite where Gilgamesh and Zira took you the first night that you met them.
So we did a full circle.
Yes.
Pretty much.
And we went back to bury our dead, and now we came back here because this is where the big bad is. And because there was, I thought my soul was over here.
And you got your soul back.
I got a soul back. It's mine
Yeah.
now. Yes.
What are we gonna do about that guy now that he has no, he's dead. Never mind.
Yeah, I killed him. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
you
good,
killed
good,
the
good.
guy.
Oh, you killed someone for this?
You What?
What? Anyways, I want to go try something. I'll be back.
Well, once you've murdered, I don't know what's the next step.
Well, your original purpose here was to
They
fight that
were-
thing.
They were barbarians. They live in this jungle. They live in wood homes.
Says the one that let
They
this
don't-
whole town die.
I could have killed that whole town if I wanted to.
Oh dear. You guys
you
just
did.
can't get along.
You're just on
Hey.
another side of the continent, other side of living.
Gilgamesh
Hey.
seems like he's ready to murder both of you right this instant.
Yo,
Do it. They always argue.
Is Gilgamesh okay?
It's bluster.
From both of them?
Yeah. Just sat there like a slightly disapproving grandfather.
oh great, he's pounding at me.
Hmm.
So,
So what's the next? Okay. So Kalmir got hit. A soul back.
Tis mine now.
It's yours now. I noticed you gained a little bit of weight once you got the soul.
Rude, rude.
Isn't that a good thing back then?
That means you're well fed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if anything, I'm complimenting him. You look great.
Put on some weight. Mm-hmm.
Who's carrying the kidneys? Are we still?
I still have the kidneys in my pocket.
I assume there's enough of them that we're all carrying some.
Yeah.
We're all carrying. Oh, so you guys didn't just get
No.
my bestie's kidneys? You got other people.
I did the whole town.
The whole town.
Okay. Yeah, you guys just kept emphasizing.
Yeah,
But
so
It was
roughly,
kind of important to you.
roughly about 40 or so
them.
kidneys. Roughly about 40 kidneys.
Okay. So where are we delivering them?
It's more of examining each one to see why they were the only parts not infected from the contagion that attacked your town.
And
That is something very
Okay.
interesting.
figure
Yes.
out maybe if we can use it against that thing.
By now, it's probably smelling foul, no? Or is it magical and not rotting?
It's the standard amount of rot you would expect for... Unless somebody actually took the time to preserve the kidneys, which I would assume Zira did.
Yeah, at least a couple of the other villagers in that specific girl that was brought back by
So,
Pooter's character.
there's a few that are a bit more ripe than the others, but there are a few that are still in good condition. All things
Mainly
considered.
took the kidneys because of Gandhi's character. It was left to me that he also saw something interesting, so I kept them. And if anything, I'm probably going to give them back to you, so you can examine
Here you go.
them. Yeah, Gandhi, here, take all the kidneys.
Igor has left.
Oh, I got right. He's gone. Now we got all these kidneys.
Yeah, I'm about to go do something real stupid.
Wait, what? He left?
Yeah,
He
he
left?
walked off.
Where did
So,
he go?
metagaming wise, you want to do something with spirits, right?
Oh
I want to
no.
do something with kidneys.
Possibly. What do you
I
have
gotta
in
figure
mind?
out what I can do, you know? I gotta test out all my new powers.
I still gotta look into what you are and if it's a possible threat.
Oh, wait, you won't have to look too much longer. I want to try to summon an abyssal entity.
Oh!
You know what? Stay far away. Go in
That's
another
why I'm walking
zone.
away.
You twilight yourself somewhere. Okay? Twilight 3 times away from here. Go away.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Mage the Awakening, 2nd edition, Ina Insten Nergal, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. And as always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, consider what mysteries are best left unsolved.